All right, YouTube, happy holidays, Merry Christmas. What is it? Happy Hanukkah. Whatever you do, whatever you like, happy that. Okay. I wish you well, my friends. Welcome to the channel. Look, got a quick one today. Now, look, we're gonna take a trip over to my boxing group. Okay, Counterpunch Boxing Talk. Okay, we're gonna go over there. If you guys want to join, send a member request. I'll approve it. If you got a bone to pick with me, well, that's the place to do it. That's the boneyard. Okay, come over to the boneyard. Boneyard boxing hashtag. I'm gonna. Hey, that's, you know what? I think I'm gonna, what do you call that? Patent that. Boneyard boxing. Anyway, all right, look, we want to talk about Errol Spence. We're talking about Spence, Loma, Lopez, Triple G, all kinds of stuff. But let me just kick it off here. First of all, I wish them nothing but the best. You know, I really do. And I don't want to make fun of him in any way. I don't want to, no disrespect whatsoever. Okay, there's nothing but love for him, right? Because look, you got to put, boxing aside and, tap into that human side, right? And I feel bad for him because obviously there is something wrong. A lot of people are talking about his slurred speech, was he medicated? Is he concussed? Is there a concussion? Is he coming back too soon? I was looking at the picture, watching the video, and, it just doesn't seem right. I mean, when you just look at his eyes here, he seems out of it, dazed, confused. Like I said, medicated. I'm not quite sure. Scarred up. And then people were saying, well, he had dental work, so that's why he doesn't sound like he did before. I even went back to like the Kell Brook buildup or the Mikey Garcia buildup, and, he had a lot of snap. I mean, look, one thing that's always impressed me about Errol Spence, he has a lot of boxing knowledge. Like when he's debating with the media, he'll pull up stats and everything, people's records, resume, all that, from the top of his head, right? He is a student of boxing, right? And I respect that from anyone, because, I don't like when a lot of boxers, they'll get an interview, they'll ask my question, like, oh, I don't really know. I just know one or two things or one or two guys in my division, whatever. He's not like that. He's got a wealth of boxing knowledge, but it wasn't there. That snap wasn't there. And, I don't know. I think he's coming back too soon. They're talking about, he's going to come back in April, I believe, of 2020 or May, whatever. Then it says summer, spring. Well, they're kind of playing around with a different date. But, basically we're looking at 6-7 months. He'll probably return to the ring. And he said he wants to get right back in and no tune-up fight, no nothing. They said, he was clear. The doctor cleared him. It was a miracle. And here we are. I don't believe it. It was a horrific crash. Horrific. I even showed the video in my group. I know you guys have seen it. It's everywhere. Just a absolutely horrific crash, and he just seemed different, and you could say, well, yeah, he had dental work. He lost teeth, had dental work, so he's gonna, but it was more than that. It was like, he didn't have that snap. He didn't have that charisma, that he usually has, that charm, that personality. He just seemed out of it, and who knows, maybe he's on medication. I don't know, but whatever it is, I hope he has a full recovery. I'm praying for the dude and wish him nothing but the best. Now, I do have a few contacts in Dallas. You guys know I'm from Texas, right? I'm in Houston, San Antonio, Austin, Dallas. I got family up in Dallas. And, in fact, we're probably going to Dallas, in the upcoming week for the holidays or whatever. So I do have a few connections down there. And I've been told, now it's a rumor, okay, a complete rumor, that, there's more going on than we know. There's more going. The injuries were a lot worse than the public has been told, and they're basically trying to protect Spence. They don't want to reveal his injuries, things like that. Maybe there's some legal issues. I've heard rumors. Okay, I'm not trying to be like Gossip Girl here, but I've heard rumors, and again, it's obvious from watching the interview that something is not right with him. So anyway, let's look at a few pictures here. Quick reminder, press row, 15 headed to draw, 2 headed for Canelo, and a whopping 34 for Gennady Golovkin. I'm just going to share a few things with you guys here. And there was one thing I wanted to show you guys. Right here, Spence seemed drunk. Could he have been drinking? I thought about that. Like, well, maybe he had a little drink, a little drink, right? The holidays, the holiday spirit. Okay, maybe, possibly, I don't know. Could be, right? So I thought about that, but it didn't seem like he was drunk. I mean, oh God, look at this. Like I said, I'm going through some random pictures. We're about to go to my group. Stay tuned. But Chavez there, just devastated after Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. disgraced that family lineage, that family name, that DNA, that Chavez DNA. And what's the meme say? What's the meme say right here? It says, but Mr. Chavez, it's only a minor just turn off the machine. What the hell? That's cold. That's cold, man. You guys have no chill whatsoever. Now, the Chavez defenders right here, they're saying, look, boom, elbow. What you talking about? Boom, headbutt. What you know? Boom, another headbutt. So they're trying to say, Chavez was making a legitimate case. He really was, fighting dirty headbutts and all that. But then you could say, well, hey, Chavez came in like a damn cruiserweight. Dude was huge. Even Daniel Jacobs said, I had a hard time handling the punches and all, so whatever. I don't want to get too far in it. Canelo right here got a fight coming up. Billy Joe Saunders or possibly Callum Smith. Don't want to see either one of them, honestly. I mean, if I had to pick, definitely Billy Joe Saunders. But look, I think Billy Joe Saunders would view this as a payday, but if he took it serious, I think it could be a competitive fight. So, we don't know. We simply do not know. Gennady Golovkin, got a title defense coming. He says right here, next fight will now probably take place in March. Golovkin is due to defend the IBF middleweight against mandatory challenger, what the hell, Camille Zermurder, 2105. Triple G says this is not the fight he wanted, but for fighters that capture world vacant titles, they must defend against their mandatory challengers in their first defense. So the rule is with the IBF, you can't skip the first title defense. And look, we know Gennady Golovkin, Triple G, he 21 title defenses. So, he's no stranger to title defenses. He's not afraid to do them, whatever, get them out of the way, move on to bigger, better things. But here's what's going to happen. You're going to have a certain group on YouTube that's going to, just totally dog on them, right? But when Charlo defends a title, a franchise, Canelo got the franchise WBC, and then Charlo's defends it or whatever, it's great. He's pound for pound, right? That's elite boxing. This is so I don't know. But when Gennady Golovkin does it, he's a bum. He's ducking this guy, ducking that guy, whatever. But I will say, in all truthfulness, in all reality, to be 100% fair, Triple G, they need to get him in a meaningful fight. Like, get the mandatory out of the way. The Sergey Darby and Checo fight didn't look great. Get another fight under your belt. You're with Jonathan Banks, which I think is a mistake, but whatever. And, get him in a meaningful fight. So I think that's what's going to happen, okay? Mikey Garcia, we know he's got a fight coming up in, March, April, I believe, something like that, So right here, let me just kind of throw this out there. And we're talking about this in my group literally right now, okay? Deontay Wilder was robbed. Jack referees fights totally different when it's two black people fighting, but both fights should have been stopped. You have to keep the same energy regardless of who you want to see win. So they're claiming, right? I'll stop a fight with the fighter standing up like this, but I won't stop a fight like this. Okay, that's what they're trying to say. They're trying to say, well, hold up. You'll stop this dude on his feet, ready to go, but you'll give this guy every chance in the world. Now, at first, I kind of thought, well, hey, they got a damn good point here. I really did. But then I went back, rewatched it, and no, I mean, Charlo landed that body shot left hook. He was on the ropes. He went down, early on, then 2 more times. I think a total of 3 knockdowns. And by the third knockdown, or he gets back up, and then, he's taking a lot of shots. And yes, a lot of them were getting blocked. A lot of them were missing, but a couple got through. And I think he could have took some real damage there, because Charlo's got heavy hands. He really, I wouldn't call him a knockout artist, but, he's got heavy hands. And I think he's big for the division, like his brother. Look, you guys know I've interviewed the Charlos multiple times, and I'm 6'1", 247 pounds. And these guys are bigger than me, or as big as I am. When I interviewed Charlo, we were eye to eye. And again, I am 6'1", and we are eye to eye. You know, shoulders the same size. These guys are big. These are big dudes, you know, especially when they rehydrate. So my point is they got a lot of power, especially Jermell Charlo in the light middleweight division. It could have been a bad, you know, he could have taken some serious injuries. So anyway, let's hop over to the group real quick. I'm trying to go quick. I know you guys like the quick, fast videos, so I'm trying. So, I don't want to upload no damn picture. Yeah, right here. Please participate, and I promise I won't give anyone a hard time about your terrible answers. Yeah, right here we're talking about, you know, fighter of the year. I'm about to make a video talking about that, you know, fighter of the year and whatnot. Okay, this, you know, what we got here? Mikey Garcia, Spence, you know, they're talking about how that still bugs them. And then here's where I wrote, you know, usually I don't waste time on race baiting type individuals, black, white, brown, purple, pink, or Kyle. South Park joke. But that's the meme we just went over, and I'd like to hear your thoughts if you want to come over to the group. You know, I want to see what you have to say about it. Okay, sorry guys, I will always call, like I see it, I see at the age of 29, Canelo has done more with his career than Gennady Golovkin with his whole life. Undefeated Australia, blah, 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 blah. Who has the better resume? Well, again, go read my comment if you want to know what I have to say about that. It's a long one, but go read it, okay? What we got here? I wrote, boom, take that. Okay, sources say, hashtag Al Heyman has signed a contract with Uber. Okay, Al Heyman signing a contract with Uber. Term amounts haven't been disclosed, but sources say the deal could potentially set up Charlo and Davis with an endless supply of opponents. Of course, drivers with a 5-star rating will be on pay-per-view only, right? I mean, what the hell? Look, you guys, man, I'm telling you. Okay, what we got here? Oh, damn, Trout dropping down to 147. I thought he was going to 154. I just said that in the comment section. This guy wrote, what, too much heat at 154 or 147? Maybe 140 would be best. Laugh my ass off. Nah, I don't know. And here you got Chavez right here, you know, talking about his injury, saying, you know, yeah, he fought dirty. He was headbutting, elbowing, dirty, you know, dirty fight. That's why I quit. But it doesn't matter. You shouldn't quit. You know, fight back dirty, or, you know, do what you got to do, but don't quit. Okay, don't quit. And I wrote here, you know, Spence was really slurring his words. I don't know if it was a dental work, brain damage, and he was talking a lot slower. Something was definitely off. And, you know, a lot of people agreed with me. We can click on it here. Right here it says he'll need to take a tune-up fight in May or June rather than just trying to see Pat Crawford or Danny Garcia. You know, and I agree. I do. You know, he said he's going to hop right to it. I think he should just retire. He shouldn't risk it anymore, especially with that accident. Okay, this has been a concern of mine for a while. I feel that Spence camp has been acting very strange. Totally agree. I'm dead serious when I say this. I have had family killed from drunk drivers, regardless of who you are, and my love for the sport of boxing. He definitely needs to be disciplined. He needs to be stripped of the belts to make an example out of him. We don't need to wait for someone to get killed to do something about, you know, the drinking and driving. And I agree. You know, it's nothing to joke with. He's probably high as he's on painkiller. That's what I said. Is he medicated? Possibly. I don't know. And he wrote, where did you see the interview? And then he's like, okay, sorry, found the video. Yes, definitely on some type of pain meds. Unbelievable his appearance. I thought they were lying when they said he had serious injuries. Unbelievable, blessed, or just lucky. Miracle for sure. Wow. I mean, I agree. Like I said, I feel like they're not telling us something. You know, he didn't seem right. Harrison was doing good, but got careless. Would anyone also like to see a rematch? And that's a question I was just asked by somebody. They were like, you know, do you want to see a trilogy? And honestly, I don't. I mean, they're 1 for 1, and no, I don't. You know, like Charlo said, move on to bigger, better things. And that's it, you know, because I mean, I guess look, if they put together a trilogy, I wouldn't be mad, but I would like to see bigger, better fights is my point. So, you know, we'll see. Oh yeah, right here, Teofimo Lopez and Lomachenko. Look, I'm about to jump on this. I am so excited about this particular fight. I just watched Lopez on with Max Max on Boxing, and they were talking about the belts and different things, different strategies. And Max said, you know, basically, you know, you need more than power to beat Lomachenko, and Lopez got a little bit offended. you know, and then he kind of criticized the belt that he won, you know, so he took a couple shots at Lopez, so go check it out. Tracy, you are absolutely trash. Everyone entitled to opinions. Let's see, what did I write to homeboy here? I wrote, I don't know about you, but I'm kind of feeling a connection here. Look, man, these people, dude, I'm telling you, they hate me. They hate me. It's these Canelo fans. They absolutely hate me. So you literally have to click one button. Don't be a party pooper. Yeah, look, we'll end it here. Okay, it was a poll I put up in the group, Counterpunch Boxing Talk. Okay, Charlo by knockout, Harrison by decision, 25 votes for Charlo, KO 24. It was pretty even. You know, when you look at all of it, it was pretty much like a 50-50 right down the middle fight, you know, a pick'em fight. Charlo, you know, had 25 for KO, Harrison 24 for decision, Charlo decision 11, Harrison by knockout. Nobody, like absolutely nobody, picked Harrison for by knockout, and Charlo got clipped a couple of times. Now, had that been someone with a little bit more power, he would have went down. You know, I don't think he was ever rocked or hurt, but look, I just approved this guy, and I was thinking I shouldn't approve this guy. Jermell Charlo, yeah, so when you send a request to the group, I have to approve it. And I saw this dude, and I was like, you know, got some kind of weird little emoji there, a new Facebook account. And look, and I guarantee, here's what they do. I guarantee you that's his YouTube channel right there. If I click that link, which I'm not even going to do it, it'll probably go directly to his YouTube channel. That's what people do. They try to join the group and promote their YouTube channel. It's so annoying. I don't do it. I don't think I've ever done that. It's a good fight so far. Charlo's power sharpens accuracy and awareness to know when Tony would lose concentration. Won him the fight. Okay, I had him behind, blah, blah, blah. And I did too. Like I said, Charlo's power definitely bailed him out. Also, man, there's so much I want to talk about. Sorry, guys. I hope you're still here. I wrote, are they actually doing live scoring on a PBC? I think it's awesome. If you look down here, let me see if I can click on it. Maybe I can zoom in a little bit. Yeah, right here, okay, you know, you got round 2 of 8. It's an 8-round fight, lightweight, you know, 135-pound division. But you see they're showing landed punches live. And I like that's, look, we've always wanted real-time scoring. Like a judges, they fill out their card, they turn that round in. Fill out their card, turn that round in. You know, so I think this is kind of a step closer to that. But I also think people were saying, well, no, they're doing this so that way they can prove that Charlo won by decision. If it goes to the judges' scorecards, they can say, no. You know, we had a punch count. I mean, we showed you during the fight, he outlanded Harrison. So, which he didn't. Like I said, dude got knocked out. But, you know, I hope they're doing that punch count for the right reason. So, anyway, guys, let me hop back over here. Yeah, right there. But anyway, yeah, you guys, you know, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate it. We're growing. I mean, things are really picking up. We got some big changes coming up for 2020. I'm excited. And what do you think about Spence? I mean, that's mainly what I want to talk about. But whatever you guys want to talk about, hit me up in the comment section. I'll be sure to reply. And happy holidays, my friends. Oh, I got to click. How do I do it?